Modern Warfare 3 is releasing in less than a week, and I got you guys with quote-unquote the final top 5, actually top 7 best class setups to use to hopefully secure your first MGB nuke before the release of Modern Warfare 3. If this video does help you guys out and you get that nuke accomplished and it dropped, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on those notifications. Let me know down in the comment section right now, what was your favorite weapon to use during Modern Warfare 2's life cycle? Now, for the first class that we're taking a look at, the M4. They recently buffed this weapon within the latest update. It is a top contender. You can use it to challenge the TAC 56 as well as ISO Hemlock here in multiplayer. Now, for the first attachment, we are going to rock the Phantom Grip, a great attachment to increase that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed on this assault rifle. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing more sprint to fire speed here at -0.15, and do not forget the aim down sight speed at -0.55. Now, we are going to rock a stock, and the Tempest P80 strike stock is going to be phenomenal on this AR, bumping up that close range handling. We're going to have sprint speed, aim walking speed, crouch movement speed, and much needed aim down sight speed on this assault rifle. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be increasing more aim walking speed here at -1.01 and aim down sight speed at -2.58, again to bump up that close to medium range handling. We are not running an optic. The iron sights are amazing on this build, and we're also going to be skipping over the laser. This is going to be more of a medium to long range setup, but we do have some attachments that are going to help us out at close range if we get into those engagements. Now, we are going to rock the high tower 20-inch barrel. This is going to be the absolute best barrel to run on the M4, increasing recoil control, damage range, bullet velocity, as well as hip fire accuracy on this assault rifle. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more aim down sight speed at -0.19 and recoil steadiness at +0.18 here. We are going to rock a muzzle, and the Echoless 80 is going to be a fantastic choice. We're going to have sound suppression so we can get behind enemy spawn and build up a quick and easy streak. Now, we also have bullet velocity, damage range, as well as recoil smoothness here. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more bullet velocity at +0.74, and do not sleep on recoil smoothness at +1.26. Now, finally, we are going to rock the Commando foregrip on this class setup to smooth out that recoil pattern, giving us increased aim idle stability and recoil stabilization. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more aim idle stability at +0.27 and aim down sight speed at -0.15. Once you go ahead and jump to the firing range, you're going to be very happy here. We have a class setup that has a respectable ADS and obviously very low recoil. For the remainder of the build, we are going to go ahead and rock with the FTAC Siege. This is going to be the submachine gun configuration. We have the SIR 160 rear grip, we have the 72 round drum, the NST 81 barrel, the DZ 70 laser, as well as the Siege wire stock. Now, tuning is not necessary on this weapon, but if you want to tune it, the rear grip is going to be set to sprint to fire speed at -0.32 and aim down sight speed at -0.84. Obviously, no tuning on the magazine, and we're going to jump to the barrel. And for the barrel, we are going to be bumping up more damage range at +0.23 and aim walking speed at -0.27. Now, for the laser, we are going to be utilizing the tuning set for increased aim down sight speed at -44.42 and sprint to fire speed slightly increased at -0.06. And then finally, we are going to rock a stock, and the tuning on this is going to be set at aim walking speed at -1.32 and aim down sight speed at -1.94. Overall, a great attachment tune combination for this entire build. And we have a pistol submachine gun that has a fast ADS, fast fire rate, and very controllable recoil. For the main of the setup, we are going to be going ahead and rocking with the stun grenades, the proximity mines with the perks we have on double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades, we have pro enabled with munitions box and dead silence. Overall, a phenomenal class setup you guys cannot go wrong with. This is going to be a setup you should use if you're still trying to get a nuke. Now, for class setup number 2, we are taking a look at the CHIMERA, man. This is definitely one of the top 5 best assault rifles in the entire game. I believe a lot of people consider this their favorite AR. It's definitely one of mine. And for the class setup, we are going to rock the Bruin Flash Grip to bump up that sprint to fire speed, aim down sight speed, similar attachment that we rock on the M4. And for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that increased sprint to fire speed at -0.19 and aim down sight speed at negative 0.71. Now we are going to rock a stock on this weapon, and the TRX 56 stock is going to be amazing here. This is going to be increasing our recoil control and aiming stability, so we can go full auto across the map without having to worry about a thing. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up aim walking speed at negative 0.77 and more aim downside speed at negative 3.23. Now, we are skipping over the optic. These are completely irrelevant. We're skipping over the laser. These are not necessary, but we are going to rock a barrel, and the 10-inch SA Phoenix is going to be incredible on this weapon. You're going to love it. Upping up damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy on this assault rifle. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more aim down sight speed at negative 0.13 and aim walking speed at negative 0.16. Now, we are going to rock a muzzle, and the Polarfire S is going to be doing a lot of things for this weapon that's going to work in our favor. We're going to have that sound suppression, which is amazing. Obviously, we can get behind their spawn and build up quicker than your streak. And we're also going to have damage range, bullet velocity, as well as recoil smoothness, keeping this weapon under control. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more velocity at plus 0.77 and aim downside speed at negative 0.99. And finally, we are going to go ahead and rock a 45 round mag because we don't need an underbarrel. This weapon is controllable, so why not go ahead and bump up that capacity? And once you go ahead and jump in the firing range, we're going to have a respectable ADS and obviously a setup that has very, very low recoil. For the remainder of the class setup, we are going to be using the F-Tac Siege again, the best secondary in the game. Same attachments, same tuning, SIR 160, 72 round drum. We have the NST barrel, the FGX DL70 laser, and the Siege wire stock. And from the build we have on the stun grenades, the proximity mine, and the same perks, double time scavenger resupply, as well as quick fix, and for the field upgrades pro enabled with munitions box and dead silence. Overall, a great class. You can kind of use this interchangeably with the M4. They're both solid ARs. Now, for class setup number 3, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the TR-76 GEIST. This is one of my favorite assault rifles in the entire game. This and the CHIMERA I like to go ahead and use interchangeably. If I want a hard-hitting AR, this is what I'm going to rock. Now, we are going to rock the tactical grip tape, again, to bump up that sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. Nothing crazy there. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing sprint to fire speed some more at negative 0.39 and aim down sight speed at negative 0.26. Now, we're skipping over the comb, the stock, and we're going to jump right over to the optic, and the CRONEN Mini Pro is going to be a great attachment on this assault rifle, giving us a cleaner optic picture. The iron sights are good. This is going to be a lot better. Now, for the tuning, all we're going to do is bump up that aim down sight speed at negative 1.94. Now, we're skipping over the laser, but we are going to rock a barrel. Now, if you want a fast ADS or a quicker ADS, the Bruin Brittle 60 is going to be a great choice because we're going to have increased recoil control and bullet velocity. Now, the Bruin Brittle Heavy is going to have more recoil control, but the ADS time is going to be significantly slower. So to go ahead and compensate, we're just going to go ahead and rock this. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing more aim down sight speed at negative 0.23 and aim walking speed at negative 0.39 here. Now, for the muzzle, we have on the Polarfire S again, pretty much the same reason we rock it on the other assault rifles, so we can go ahead and get behind their spawn and build up a quick and easy streak with this assault rifle. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more velocity at plus 0.74 and aim down sight speed at negative 0.90, and we are rocking that Commando foregrip again to smooth out that recoil pattern. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be increasing more aim walking speed at negative 0.25 and aim down sight speed at negative 0.41. Once you go ahead and jump in the firing range, you're going to be very happy because we do have a respectable ADS, and this weapon is capable of getting 2-shot kills, and obviously the recoil is going to be manageable. They're going to be dead before you even feel the recoil this weapon does have, or I should say the very minor recoil this weapon does have. For the secondary, we still have the F-Tac Siege, a good trusty handy dandy F-Tac Siege, SIR 160 rear grip, the 72 round drum, the NST 81 barrel, the DL70 laser, and the Siege wire stock, and we're still rocking that stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks we have on double time scavenger, resupply quick fix, and for the field upgrades we are rocking munitions box and dead silence. Overall, a fantastic class setup you guys cannot go wrong with. You guys are going to love this. Now, for setup number 4, we're taking a look at the LACHMANN sub here, not the Shroud, the sub. The sub is going to be the King Daddy LACHMANN SMG here. Now, for the attachments, we are not running a rear grip. These are not going to help us out for this class setup, but we are going to rock that Mir 56 factory stock. This is going to be doing a lot of great things for this gun. We're going to have aiming stability, recoil control, and sprint speed. So we're not only just taking advantage of long range here, but we have close range as well. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more aim walking speed at -1.47 and aim down sight speed all the way down to -4. Very easy to go ahead and tune this. We're not running an optic, a laser, but we are going to utilize a barrel, and the Falcon 226mm barrel is going to be the way to go to drastically increase movement speed as well as aim down sight speed. For the tuning, do not forget aim down sight speed is going to be increased to -0.37 and recoil steadiness is going to be bumped up to +0.19. Now, we are going to rock a muzzle. We're rocking this weapon loud and proud. This is going to be the best way to run the LACHMANN sub, y'all. We're going to be rocking that Bruin cubic comp. We're going to be removing any and all recoil with this weapon. Horizontal, vertical, gone. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more recoil control at +0.33 and stabilization at +0.72. Now, we are going to rock an underbarrel, and the phase 3 grip on this weapon is going to be your best bet. We don't have the commando, which is unfortunate. This is going to be your next best option, giving us that stability, stabilization, hip by accuracy, kind of like the commando foregrip for a submachine gun. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more stability for idle sway at +0.31 and stabilization for recoil at +0.65. And then finally, we do have the 40-round mag because we are going to be running and gunning with this submachine gun. Once you go ahead and jump in the firing range, we're very happy here. We have a weapon that has a quick ADS and a submachine gun that has controllable recoil. Overall, a fantastic attachment. Class setup for this weapon. Now, for the secondary, obviously we have the trusty handy dandy F-Tac Siege. You guys know the drill. SIR 160, 72-round drum, NST-81 barrel, the DL70 laser, and the Siege wire stock. And we are rocking the stun grenade, proximity miner for the perks, double time scavenger, resupply quick fix, and field upgrades, munitions box, and dead silence. You're gonna love this. It is phenomenal. Now, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the ISO 9mm. This is incredible. I absolutely love this SMG. It feels like this weapon got a buff, even though it technically got a nerf. I'm telling you guys this right now, you are not gonna feel whatever they did to this gun. They reduced the range. It's still dominant. Now, for the rear grip, we have the EXP shear, which is going to be incredible. Increased sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed here. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more sprint to fire speed at -0.12 and aim down sight speed at -0.58. We are not running a stock, unfortunately. I would love to run one on this gun, but we simply just don't have the space. Now, we are going to rock an optic, and the CRONEN Mini Pro is going to be great. Now, this is weird because typically I don't run optics on submachine guns. For this one, I'm making an exception. Now, for the tuning, all we're going to do is bump up that aim down sight speed at -2.42. Now, we're skipping over the laser. These are irrelevant on this build, but we are going to rock a barrel, and the 16-inch XLBS is going to be kind of working as a barrel and a muzzle. We're going to have an integrated sound suppressor. Great to go ahead and get the nukes. We're going to be able to get behind their spawn and tear it up. And we're also going to have bullet velocity, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. For the tuning, we are going to be going ahead and bumping up that aim down sight speed at -0.18 and more steadiness at +0.40, removing all of the cons that this attachment did have. Obviously, the muzzle is going to be restricted. We already have it. And for the underbarrel, we are going to rock the commando foregrip to smooth out the recoil pattern. Luckily, because this is technically an ISO assault rifle variant submachine gun, we have this available. Now, for the tuning, all we're going to do is bump up that aim walking speed at -0.36 and aim down sight speed at -0.26. So we're going to go ahead and kind of mirror this. And then finally, we are going to rock the 50-round drum. This gun is a bullet hose. Once you go ahead and jump into the firing range, you're going to be seeing that this weapon has a respectable ADS, no recoil, and it is an absolute melt machine. Definitely one of the more satisfying submachine guns to use in this game, which is why I absolutely love it. Now, we are going to rock the F-Tac Siege as our secondary. We have the SIR 160 rear grip, the 72-round drum, the NST-81 barrel, the DL70 laser, and the Siege wire stock. Overall, a fantastic attachment. Class setup for this weapon. Tuning is going to be the same, even though you really don't even have to tune it. Now, we are going to rock the stun grenade, the proximity miner for the perks we have on double time scavenger, resupply quick fix, and for the field upgrades we have a munitions box and dead silence. Overall, an amazing class. You guys cannot go wrong with this. You are going to absolutely love this build. Now, for class setup number 6, we are going to rock with the CRONEN SQUALL. This weapon got a buff, and it is nasty. I cannot wait to use this gun here in Modern Warfare 3 when it does release. This is going to be one of the top battle rifles to run. I'm telling you guys this right now. Now, we're skipping over the rear grip because we simply don't have room for this attachment. Now, we are going to rock a comb the SAB comb is the best to run on this gun. This is going to act like a rear grip on steroids, bumping up the sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed on this weapon. Now for the tuning, we are going to be increasing more aim down sight speed at negative 0.08 and more recoil stabilization at plus 0.26. We're not running a stock because we don't have room, but we are going to rock an optic, and the CRONEN Mini Pro is going to be a great choice on this assault rifle. Now we're going to be doing two things with this, and I'm going to explain why. For the eye position, we're going to go ahead and adjust it at negative 2.25 and aim down sight speed at negative 2.03. We're going to be switching the firing mode for this assault rifle, which is a little bit better. Now we're going to be skipping over the laser, but for the barrel, we are going to rock that LR 6.8 22-inch to increase damage range, bullet velocity, hip fire accuracy, as well as recoil control. Overall, a great attachment to go ahead and extend this weapon's hitting potential. Now for the tuning, we're going to go ahead and kind of counteract some of the cons. Aim down sight speed at negative 0.39 and recoil steadiness at plus 0.24, taking advantage of both close range as well as long range with this weapon. Now for the muzzle, we are going to rock the Tempest GH50. This is going to be a loud and proud weapon, removing that vertical recoil, so we can go ahead and keep this gun under control a little bit more and not feel the cons as heavy. Now for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more recoil control at plus 0.14 and aim down sight speed at negative 0.44. And then finally, we are going to go ahead and rock an underbarrel. This time rocking the F-56, we have an additional kind of stability with this gun. We're all going to be running it because we have increased aim idle stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization for this weapon. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing more aim walking speed at negative 0.17 and recoil stabilization all the way up at plus 0.80. Once you go ahead and jump in the firing range, you're going to see here that we have a respectable ADS. And if you leave it in full auto mode, it's going to be very easy to go ahead and control this weapon. But for my personal just preference for this gun, switch it to semi-automatic because you're going to be able to get 2-shot kills. And it's just overall going to be a hell of a lot easier to control. So definitely go ahead and do that. It's going to be like kind of one of those guns where if you have a fast trigger finger, you are going to really enjoy this weapon. Just 2-shot kills anywhere. I mean, you really can't beat that with a weapon that has 20 rounds. So for the secondary, we are going to rock the F-Tech Siege. Again, same exact class, SIR 160 rear grip, 72 round drum, ENST 81 barrel, the DL70 laser, and the Siege wire stock. We're running the stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks, we have on double time scavenger, resupply, as well as quick fix, and the field upgrades, we have a munitions box and dead silence. Overall, an amazing class setup you guys cannot go wrong with. This is going to be one of the best guns in Modern Warfare 3. I'm telling you guys this right now. Level this up so you don't have to waste any time when that game does release. And then finally, for class setup number 7, we're taking a look at the TAC-V, another very solid battle rifle here in Modern Warfare 2 that I would go ahead and level up for Modern Warfare 3 if you have not already. Now for the rear grip, we are going to rock that combat grip to bump up that recoil control. We need this for this weapon. Now for the tuning, we are going to be increasing more sprint to fire speed at negative 0.33 and aim down sight speed at negative 0.65. Now we are going to rock a stock. Now the brute stock is going to be great because we need additional recoil control and stability for this weapon. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more aim walking speed at negative 1.01 and aim down sight speed at negative 1.94. Now we are not running an optic because the iron tights on the TACs are just phenomenal. It'd be a crime to run an optic. We're not running a laser. This is going to be a more mid to long range setup. And for the barrel, we are going to rock the 18-inch precision 6 barrel to increase damage range, hip fire accuracy, and more bullet velocity, just to go ahead and increase that weapon's long range potential. For the tuning, we have more aim down sight speed at negative 0.39 and aim walking speed at negative 0.29 here. Now we are going to rock a muzzle. The Leveler 55 is going to be great, removing any and all horizontal and vertical recoil. And for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more recoil control at plus 0.29 and stabilization at plus 0.65. And then finally, we have the F-Tech 56 again. We need this for increased stability, for smoothing out that recoil pattern. And for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up more aim walking speed at negative 0.13 and stabilization at plus 0.52. Once you go ahead and jump in the firing range here, y'all, you're going to see we have a class setup that has respectable ADS, and it's going to be a melt machine. Recoil is controllable. Overall, one of the better battle rifles in this game, and I believe it's going to be meta when Modern Warfare 3 does release as well. And finally, obviously, we have the F-Tech Siege, same exact class setup, SIR 160, 72 round drum, the NST, PDL70 laser, and the Siege wire stock. And we are going ahead and using the stun grenades, the proximity mine, and for the perks, double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades, munitions box, and dead silence. These are going to be the top 7 best guns to use right now in order to get your first nuke. And some of the guns I recommend you guys leveling up within Modern Warfare 2 for Modern Warfare 3's release. If there's 2 guns you got check out just so you can guarantee your nuke before the game does drop. Get the ISO 9mm, get this thing leveled up. It is amazing. And also go ahead and check out the M4. They newly buffed it. It is packing a serious punch. Hope this video does help you guys out. Hope you're able to drop your first nuke before MW3. If not, it's all good. I have faith you'll be able to do it with Modern Warfare 3 releases. I'm going to be bringing you guys the best class setups, the best settings, tips and tricks, anything you need to improve at Call of Duty. I got you covered here in Modern Warfare 2, and obviously when Modern Warfare 3 does release as well. So if you guys enjoy, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, y'all. Deuces.